Hey, how we doing? Just Juicy here, Cricket Strength, and we are up to episode 9. Now we're going to talk today a little bit about the back. Now the back's always the big injury for the fast bowler is obviously the stress fracture, lumbar, around either lumbar 3, 4, 5, that sort of area. And we just see so many, and it doesn't seem like at the moment there's a lot of headway being made into lessening it and getting rid of it. And for me, I've spoken a lot about stress fractures. It's the one where I'd love to see in my time we see a significant decrease in them for bowlers, because I've seen it kill some careers, and we don't want that. We want the best bowlers to be out on the pitch all the time, bowling quick, bowling well, and showing the fans what they can do. And everyone really, the guys not in professional game as well, that have to come out of the game because of a stress fracture and everything like that, we don't want. And so we're trying to get ahead of it a little bit, and we're looking at different areas of it. Obviously, so workloads has been looked at in the past, and there's been the guidelines. I think they came in just around when I came into cricket in around 2000, where youngsters can only bowl so many in a game, and it doesn't seem to have touched it a lot. And maybe we need to look a little bit deeper than just the outcome based of actually how many they're bowling, and look a little bit at how they move and how the movement affects the mechanics of bowling and things like that. So over the last few years we've been looking at different things and different movements, different markers, physical markers with our bowlers, and taking lots of measurements. Speaking with obviously the physio at the club, Benny, we talk a lot. Gav from FMS, we take so many different, the FMS, we're looking at the FCS as well, the wide balance, and we're just trying to get a picture of okay, what's the common factors we're seeing, which either results in a player getting a stress fracture, or it is almost the preamble to it. And we've almost getting it down to some specific tests that we know if something's not right with these tests, then we need to look deeper. Now, it's not hard and fast rule saying if you can't do these tests or if you struggle with these tests, you're definitely going to get a stress fracture. But it's just ones that we're seeing time and again where there's an issue and something not quite working, then eventually something will happen with the body, and with the back especially. So we're just going to show you those 3 little tests and exercises, because some of them we just incorporate into our training as well to keep on top of them. So have a little look, and as ever, any questions, hit us up. Okay, so the first one, as we can see here, is just your basic rolling pattern. It's something that we learn probably when we're about 6, 7 months old, rolling from your front to your back, from your back to your front. We separate it into upper and lower quadrant. But the really interesting thing is when you get a fast bowler on their back and just ask them just to go from back to front and front to back, how hard they find it. And if you've got someone who struggles, say with the upper body, just using their right side going across, they're fine. Using their left side to come back, they can't do. It's something we need to investigate. Why have they lost this basic pattern? Okay, could be something neuromuscular, could be something going on with injury and the body trying to cover it. But something's happening there, so it warrants further investigation. Here we have this is a simple press-up test. So the arms are up, just in line with the ear, and what we want to see here is on the initiation of the press-up, the body to rise as one. We don't want to see the bum come up first and the top follow, or the top come and the bum, and we're getting the whole worm thing going on here. We want to see if we can actually come as one straight line, so everything in the body connected and rise as one. So again, if we can't do this, we need to look into it further. The single leg straight leg raise is one of the normal FMS tests, and again it can tell us a hell of a lot. Now, people will look at this and think it's a hamstring test or what we're doing. It's not a hamstring test, okay? It's about a hamstring test as a sit and reaches. We need to get out of the old way of thinking and look deeper into what's going on. With the single leg straight leg raise, it's more about how the core is actually interacting with the lower half. Again, we're trying to link the upper to the lower half all the time, and so many times it crosses that trunk and core junction, and guess what's there? The lower back, where we're getting injuries. So if we cannot raise the foot here, and it's similar, if we can't do a toe touch, we need to look in, why have we lost this basic pattern? So let's not just accept it, let's look into it. Okay, so there we go. There's the 3 little exercises and drills. Have a look into if you're a bit worried about your back. The thing we really want to get from it, if you can do all 3 perfectly, then just do little retests every week or every couple of weeks, every month, something like that. And where we get worried is if we see someone who can do it really well, and then maybe after a couple of months of bowling, they're losing 1 or 2 out of the 3 tests. And then we really need to find out what's going on, go back to the start, investigate it fully, and hopefully, like I said, let's get ahead of these stress fractures. Let's go back to movement. Let's make it efficient, make sure the body's working, build the strength and power around that once it is working, but not try and get it all modeled up. Let's not go heavy strength first. If you've got someone who can't roll left to right and haven't got a good straight leg raise, they've got no business doing heavy squats, heavy deadlifts. Okay, let's get it set, help these bowlers think better, think clearer, and hopefully get rid of these stress fractures. Okay, any questions as always, get us in, and we'll catch you later.